They locked me in the shed. I've been down here, I don't even know how long anymore. Maybe hours, maybe days. It smells like rot, like the floor's been drinking blood for decades. Every so often, someone knocks on the wood above me. They're not what they seem. The father, the son, the sweet old lady with the casserole. They don't run a motel, they run a business. It started a month ago, just a side job while I figured things out. Nothing fancy. Harold ran the front. Always smiling, wore a belt buckle the size of a steering wheel.
We don't get many folks these days.
Marge treated me like a distant cousin. Always cooking, always nervous.
You like coffee, sweetheart?
Then there was their son. Never got his name. Didn't talk much. Just stared. They said he did maintenance. I never saw him fix a damn thing. It all seemed harmless at first. Maybe a little weird, but I've worked worse gigs. Then he laughed. That weird tired man laugh that turns into a cough. There was one room they never let me clean. Room number 6. I asked once, just once, if I should check it during my rounds.
That room's spoken for.
Then he winked, like it was a joke. But nobody ever went in. And nobody ever came out. A few nights later, a guy checked in. Walk in. Looked like a construction worker. Red pickup, busted tailgate. He was soaked from the rain, grumbling about how GPS sent him the wrong way.
Room for 1. Just overnight. You folks got heat?
We sure do. Got a quiet one just down by the vending machine. You're in luck. We don't get many folks out this way.
I watched Harold hand him the key. Room 4. I even helped carry the guy's bag. Nice enough dude. Smelled like motor oil and wet denim. Before he went in, he looked back at me and said,
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
Then he laughed. That weird tired man laugh that turns into a cough. Next morning, I didn't see him leave, but the truck was gone. No tire marks, no receipts, no signs of checkout. I figured maybe he had an early job. Until I went to clean the room. Sheets untouched. Shower dry. Not a single footprint on the bathroom floor. The bed still had that tight tuck that only Marge did. I asked Harold about it later that day. He was working on a crossword. Didn't even look up. Hey, the guy from room 4. He leave early?
Guy canceled. Called ahead. Didn't show up.
I didn't say anything, but I watched him hand that guy the key. And now Harold was saying he never checked in? That was the first time I felt it. That tightness in the chest. The kind that whispers, "You're in the wrong place." That night, I barely slept. I kept thinking about room 4, about room 6, about the truck that vanished. Around 1 a.m., I cracked my door open just enough to peek into the hallway. And there he was, the sun, standing, still, silent, staring directly at the door to room 6. He didn't move, didn't blink, just stared. And then, finally, he turned his head toward me.
Don't go near that room.
Then he walked off, barefoot, down the hall. I stood there for a long time, just watching the dark, listening. And I swear, I could hear something breathing behind the door. Something was wrong. In the walls, in the silence, in the way Marge's smile disappeared every time I asked about other guests. I should have left, but I didn't. I stayed. And now I think they were already making space for me. It had been 2 weeks. 2 weeks of strange disappearances, rooms that cleaned themselves, and smiles that didn't reach the eyes. Harold still joked at the front desk. Marge still made blueberry muffins no one ever ate. And the sun? He'd started watching me. Not like a person, more like a coyote watches a rabbit it isn't hungry enough to eat. Yet. I kept to myself, did my shifts, pretended not to notice the keys being pulled from the board and put back without a name being written. I never asked again about room 6. I knew better now. But one afternoon, when Harold sent me to check the propane tank behind the property, I saw it. The shed. It was farther out than you'd expect, almost swallowed by the trees. Old, sagging, painted the same pale yellow as the motel, but the color had bled into the wood like something inside had tried to rot its way out. The door was chained and padlocked, but not tight. And the stink, it wasn't garbage. It was sweet and wet and wrong. I told myself to turn around. I didn't. Instead, I came back after dark. Flashlight, gloves, bolt cutters I found in the maintenance closet. They hadn't even hidden them, like they didn't expect anyone to look. Or maybe they wanted someone to. The lock broke easily. The chain hit the dirt like it had been waiting, and the door creaked open all on its own. I won't describe the smell, not fully. But if you've ever smelled a freezer full of meat that lost power in summer, imagine that, and then imagine it breathing. Inside, there were boxes, duffel bags, suitcases, purses, a child's Spider-Man backpack. I opened one. It was full of phones. Another, wallets, IDs, driver's licenses, hotel key cards, wedding rings. I found the red pickup guy's jacket, still stained with rainwater, still zipped up. There was blood on the collar.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I turned fast, dropped the flashlight, could barely breathe. He was standing there, just outside the shed.
You're not in trouble. You're family now. Family needs to know where things go.
Marge appeared next, holding a casserole dish. I still remember the smell. Cheese and rot and something iron. She looked tired, not scared.
You weren't supposed to look, honey. We could have kept you clean.
I backed up, tripped over something. A shovel. Fresh dirt. They didn't come closer, just stood in the moonlight, watching.
You've seen too much now. But it's all right. We'll set you up in room 6, give you some time to settle in. And when the next one comes down that road, you'll be the one to show them where to park.
I ran. I don't remember how far or for how long, but I woke up in the shed, chained, and Harold was humming outside the door. The keys are gone. They don't leave them on the wall anymore. I think they're waiting, or maybe training me. They offered me a job, said I'd be family. And now I know what that really means. I thought it was over. I thought they'd just end it. But they didn't. They fed me. They cleaned me. They spoke to me kindly. They kept saying the same thing. You're one of us now. Then, one morning, the chain was gone. The shed door was open. Folded clothes sat in the dirt like they'd been ironed. And on top, a name tag. Mine.
Let's see now. We had Mr. Staley from Missouri, never made it to the oil fields. That young couple from Utah, the ones with the little dog. Oh, and the pastor. What a lovely singing voice he had.
Room 6 was full that month, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Bless their hearts, they never screamed. At all.
I like it when they're quiet.
They keep a book. Not for guests. For those who stayed. Names, dates, where they were headed, where they ended up. I greet Dage as I take it back in and Mom sit up both. They had all you big and they had. They had in the place that were word. We had they stand and they found. They found the floorboard under the cot, scratched into the wood. 10, 12, more. Some had carved their names. One just wrote, "Please tell my mom I didn't run away." I'm not the first, and I won't be the last.
Well, look who's all cleaned up. You look sharp. You'll do just fine.
Breakfast is on the counter. Keep your strength up. You've got check-ins tonight.
They gave me the key ring, the guest book, and the front desk bell. We have vacancy. Room 4's open. They say it only hurts the first time.